Hey guys, how you doing? This is Guy here. Welcome to this live on Sunday, March 30th, 2025. Today we're going to talk about soft skills. That's the screen that you saw here. I'm going to cover all these soft skills, and as always, it's a pleasure for me to be live on Sunday. Welcome to the live. If you are live with us, say hi in the chat. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube, and it's all good. All is green on my end here. Yeah, make sure you say hi in the chat. And if you are watching me after I was live, this is Gibi Suku. I am an IT professional and I created KBTrainings to share with you my knowledge and also to help you start or boost your career. So what I say here is usually based on my own experience. I work in the field of cybersecurity, and I always have the pleasure to share this. So I mix content on this channel. If you've noticed, when I come live on Sunday, I usually do tech stuff, like I talk about technical stuff, configurations, explanations of concept and things like that. But also I talk about career. Today, for example, we are going to talk about career. I'm going to tell you about these soft skills that you have to have. I don't even think it's optional. You literally have to have these soft skills on top of your technical skills. Being good technically only is not enough. You also need to have this. Yeah, we're gonna get started very soon. Thank you so much for everybody, for all the people in the chat. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Adama. Thank you, Linux IT. But you retracted your message. But yeah, good to have you live on Facebook as well. It looks all good. So before we get into the weeds here, a little bit of housekeeping. Yesterday I was live with students, but that was in the French version. So I do live meetings every 2 weeks with students that are on KBTrainings.com, where I also help you start or boost your career. But the main course that we have right now is the CCNA 200 301. It's going really well. Can you imagine the kind of trainings where every 2 weeks you have access to the trainer on the video call? We talk, we share, and it's the whole team with everybody else that are trying to accomplish the same goal or get the certificate. That's a very good thing that you can take advantage of. It's on EN for the English version. That's me on social media, Gibi Suku and KB Trainings. That's where I am. But I was talking about the CCNA trainings that is available on en.kbtrainings.com. So everything is going well over there. And if you're studying for that, come join. But if not, I have more trainings coming. I mean, it's just me sharing. Like there are things that I will be doing on the 40 gates, for example. Like this week, I am planning to have a full demonstration or configuration of the 40 gate 200G. This is one of the newest 40 gates you're going to find out there. So I have two of them. I'm going to use them in my home network. And of course, all of that will be shared with you here. 200G in HA mode and all kind of configurations on it. So stay tuned. And also a lot of more content coming on Cisco Meraki and so on. I have the Merakis here licensed and everything is ready for you. It's always a pleasure to bring the camera in my lab and share with you what I know or what I'm in the process of learning. Today, we're going to talk about soft skills. Like I said at the beginning, as tech people, like tech nerds, I don't know if I'm a nerd too, but I don't know, maybe I am. We want to be good technically. Like we focus a lot on our technical abilities. So we spend our time learning, creating new things, coding or whatever. And most of the time, unfortunately, we neglect the soft skills part. We neglect what we have to know to fit in companies, to fit in corporate, and to be able to lead or have a good career. And I'm saying this because, today I'm talking about working in a corporate environment, of course. And I've seen a lot of people online about working in a corporate or working 9 to 5. Some people think it's a scam, which is kind of ridiculous because even if you are business minded, even if you are you think it's always good to work for yourself, you can work for somebody else in a corporate. You can't even be good as a businessman if you can't be successful in your career when you're working for somebody else. Being a businessman or being entrepreneurial requires a lot of time, requires a lot of attention that you may not even have. But if you have a job like 9 to 5 and you fail at that, I don't see you succeeding in a certain career in the corporate field. Or if you fail in the corporate, it's kind of hard to to your own business because you will have to work twice as hard to be successful with your own business. So I just want to push that away and be like, hey, here I usually talk about corporate jobs, but you can also be a business owner. You can have your small business. You can have a consultancy business or freelancer or whatever. All of that is good, but also it applies to the corporate. What we're going to talk about today is mostly in a corporate environment, how you have to do, what you have to do to fit and succeed in your career. Because what you're going to learn is that to be well or to succeed or even to be promoted or to have all these good incentives that you get in corporate, sometimes it's not only about your skills. It's not only about what you can do as a person technically. It's also about the soft skills. It's about the people that you know. It's about visibility. It's about what you or how you sell yourself or how people view you in the environment that you're working in. So that's why it's really important to work on your soft skills because they matter as much as your technical skills. And that's something we have to know because we usually lone wolves and we don't usually work in an environment where we have to deal with other people. We have to sell that good image where you can take advantage of it or, receive all the benefits that come with it. So today I'm going to talk about soft skills. The first one I want to mention is, and this is also a very important skill that you need to have, is communication. You need to be able to communicate. You need to be good at communicating, both with technical people and with non-technical people. And you can also communicate about technical stuff or non-technical stuff. You need to be able to communicate. That's a beautiful skill. If you're lacking that, it's probably going to be hard for you to get understood. Like it's going to be hard for you to get your point across. It's going to be hard for you to explain what you did or to even explain what you didn't do. Communication is key. You need to learn how to communicate. It's the so-called, it's the base of a lot of things. It's the base of marriages, relationships, careers, contracts or clients, everything. It's about communication. If you can communicate, if you can get your point across, you're going to find yourself being successful in whatever you're doing. If you know how and what to communicate, when, or like I said, how to communicate, you will be good. Not every meeting require your input. Sometimes you can be in an environment where, of course, you might have things to say, but what you have to say, does it add more to the subject being discussed? Or what you have to say is just you kind of just showing your lack of knowledge in the matter they're talking about? Or is it going to add more to your profile? I am an advocate of you being open and expressing what you think, but you need to do it in the way that will add more to your profile, that will put a good light on you, instead of you taking the time to intervene in the meeting and just crush yourself down or, lose the little respect that you might have. So that's why sometimes silence is actually way better than stupidity in an environment like that. So make sure that if you want to talk, which again, you should talk, but be smart about it. Know what to say. Is it good? Is it adding more? Is it contributing? Or it's just me putting other people behind with all these interventions? Because sometimes you can be in meetings with people that they only want to talk. Like they just want to mark their presence in the meeting, even though they know they have nothing of value to say. So if you have nothing of value to say, just be quiet. It's also fine. It's actually better than just trying to communicate and then ridicule yourself. That's what I can say about communication. It's very important. You need to learn how to do that. The second skill I want to mention is collaboration and active listening. It goes in the same way with communication because when we do stuff as tech guys, like here, for example, I'm sitting in my basement. Most of the time I spend it doing these labs and playing with devices and doing things like that. I do it alone most of the time, which means my thoughts are in my head. I don't really say them out loud, or I don't really write them down or give it to somebody else. It's all me. So now if I find myself in a corporate environment where I have to work as a team, I need to be able to be a good team player. I need to be able to collaborate with others in my team to get to the result that is expected from us as a team. That's something that you should work on if you are not familiar with it. If you just get out of your basement, get out there or get in an office and have to deal with other people, you need to know how to collaborate with them. You need to know how to listen to them. You need to know how to compromise as well. Sometimes you may be working on a project and you think you have the right ideas. Of course, you think, let's say if there's somebody else that has a different idea than yours, even if you are 100% sure that the idea that he has is not good, is maybe stupid or it's bad or it's not going to work, you can find ways to say that. You can find ways to convey that information. You can find ways to build together. You can say like, oh, okay, your idea is good and we can still do that. We can add this and add that, and you're trying to lead it to your point of view. Or you can say your idea is good, your idea is definitely fine, we can go with it. And then you go into pointing out something that would, or some unexpected result or some bad result that may happen if we follow that route. So you show it in the way that doesn't make the person look stupid or look depreciated in the environment where you are. So you need to know how to collaborate. You need to know how to work with team members. You need to have active listening. And usually that's a very important part. Sometimes you might have your ideas and you embrace them so much that you don't even listen to other feedbacks anymore. You don't listen to other ideas anymore. But if you take your time to explore those other ideas, to listen to what they mean or to go deep into them, maybe there is also a hope or a solution in that other idea. And then you can, compromise, or you can work together. You can merge your two thoughts to get to the result that you want. So collaboration is a big key. You need to know how to work in cross-functional teams. You need to know how to work in different kind of environments. You need to adapt. And today, most companies are global. That means that you will work with people of different background, different cultures, different ways of viewing things. You need to know how to adapt, how to collaborate, how to build trust in an environment like that. When you are distributed, you work with people that are remote and so on. You need to be able to connect and move forward. That's how you are a good collaborator in a team, and you be a good team member. That is a beautiful soft skill that you need to build if you don't have it now. And again, I'm going to show you a few things that you can do to build these skills because they are really important as much as your technical skills. You may be certified or highly you have all these diplomas and so on, but technical skills will lead you places. Sometimes you may even see, like I said, there is an opportunity for a promotion, for example. It doesn't mean that the most qualified person technically will be the one getting that position or that promotion. Sometimes it might be the average guy, but he's well with everybody. He's good with the team. He knows the right people, and he's just a good member of the team. You will see those guys being promoted as well. So don't be surprised if you face things like that. It's about you working on your soft skills and you making yourself ready for those kind of opportunities. That was 2. The third skill I want to talk about is initiative and autonomy. You need to be a self-starter. You need to be the kind of person that would just get the ball and run with it. If you always wait, you always need to be pushed, or you always need to be helped, which is not bad. Getting help is okay. It's fine. You can go ask for help when you need it. But what kind of help, though? What kind of help are you asking for on a daily basis? You need to be autonomous. Today, everybody has Google. You have ChatGPT. You have you have all these search engines and all these AI available to help. Some of the little things you can find them on your own. It's actually gonna still keep your value in the team if you don't just ask stupid questions all the time. I mean, simple questions, not stupid. Even though, stupid questions also exist. Somebody will tell you that there are no stupid questions. They literally are. Let's say, for example, you are CCNA certified. You are a tech guy or a network guy, and let's give a bold example. You come and ask to your team member, what is an IP address? Everybody will be like, what? Like, they'll be looking at you, and of course they can be nice, they're gonna answer and everything, but you have to know that in the hallways they'll be talking about you. Who hired this guy? Where is he from? What did he do before? And all. So you need to prevent all of that from happening by being autonomous on simple things. You go online, you look it up, you know how to do it, and you do it. When it becomes complicated or when something is really worth it, then you can go to either other team member or senior team members of the team. You can go to them for help. That's also good. It's good to ask for help, but it need to be valuable. It need to really worth it, not everything. And also taking initiatives means that you don't always wait and sit down to be told what to do. You can look around, you can find project, you can create project. I've done that many times in my career, pretty much. I've always been the guy that'll look around and be like, oh, okay, there's something I can do here. I can do some cleanup there. Even in new positions, I remember this position I had, I think it was like Spectrum. Yeah, I was working with the automation team, but there are those little things where I was still at the beginning, but I was getting into those servers and everything was just clunky and crowded and a lot of useless stuff. Even though I was new, but I could see that actually we don't use all these things for the report that we are building every day. And I went to my boss and I was like, hey, I think there is a lot of cleanup to be made here. There's a lot of housekeeping and all of that. That was like a self-started project that I just saw because we need to make things very easy and very clear for everybody to see. I had to deal with all those old folders, all those things that are out of place and clean them up. And that was appreciated. That's how you can take those initiatives yourself. And even if you get a task or a project or something that you have to do, you don't only wait for instructions to come down to you. You don't wait for specific details on how to accomplish whatever you are set to do. Be proactive, be autonomous. That is a very good thing, a very good skill to develop as a member of a team. You need to be able to volunteer for challenges. You need to be able to become the person that the team can rely on in moment of needs, or if there is something, they'll come to you because they know that you can go beyond, you can get the thing resolved, and that is a beautiful skill. Another skill that I want to talk about is critical thinking and problem solving. This is something you can work on as well. You can take your time, you can be patient, you can know how to analyze information to go beyond just the surface of it. You need to know how to go deep into things. That will help you, literally as a result, it's going to help you solve problems easily if you know how to analyze them, if you know how to apply critical thinking, which can be thought as well. You can learn how to process information in a way that you think of a big picture and you understand, and then you go into resolving it so you can make informed decision in whatever situation you're dealing with. That is very important. Critical thinking and problem solving will make you a valuable team member. Problem solving, either problems that you're supposed to do or even you're not supposed to do, people will come to you with problems because they know that you are insightful. You'll be able to help or show them something they were not able to see because of your critical thinking that you developed or that you have. Another skill, let me just make sure that we are live and everything goes well. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, everybody. The real guy. Thank you. Yes, communication, collaboration. Oh, exactly. I have all of that listed here. I see somebody listing all of this in the chat, but this is the actual list I'm sharing with you. This is the communication, like the soft skills that you need to develop, and that's what we're talking about today. Let me make sure everything is good in the chat. Go Côte d'Ivoire, nice. Adrienne, hi everyone. Great time to be learning and developing skills. Exactly. We neglect soft skills. They're really true. That is true. Yes, we are technical guys. Earlier today, I need to explain to non-IT guys how telecommunication and cell phones services work, and no one can be on cell phone calls and move around. Yep, exactly. So we need to know how to convey all this information that we know. We are tech people. We are engineers. We are, architects and all of that. We need to know how to deal with people. We need to know how to be valuable member in teams. That's what we're talking about today. So the next skill is leadership. And with leadership, it doesn't literally mean that you need to be a manager for that. Leadership is something you have to have, and it is not attached to a certain title. You need to know how to lead when you have to. You need to know how to lead when it comes to it. It might be a simple meeting where now you are in charge, you're supposed to present, or it might be something beyond that where the team is waiting for your input. You need to help. You need to be able to do that. Whatever position you are in, You may have people that are junior or like new team members or people like that. You need to be able to share your information with them. You need to be able to mentor them, to lead them to success as well. You need to lead by example. You need to share your knowledge. That is something very important inside the team. If you don't do that, of course, you'll be just a guy in a team. But what value are you bringing to the table? What value are you bringing to the others that are coming after you, or even that are on top of you? Even your boss can ask you for an explanation or for some details on a specific thing you've been working on. You need to be able to be a leader in those kind of situations. You need to be able to show the way. You don't have to be a manager for it. If you are a manager, even fine. That's one of the bigger soft skills you need to have as a manager. You need to be a good leader. But in whichever position you are in a ladder, you need to be able to lead when it comes to it. Lead those meetings, lead those meetups, lead those projects, and just deliver results. That is a beautiful soft skills that you need to focus on and have as well. And last but not the least is emotional intelligence and stress management. This is a good one as well, because some people sometimes can become very hard to deal with in a certain environment, mostly when it comes to feedback, for example. I don't know, there's something about me where I'm always good with feedback. As long as, I mean, not even as long as, there's always a little bit of truth in every feedback. Not even everything is true most of the time as well, but sometimes, even if it's hidden into some other BS that I don't want to deal with, but there is some truth in there. So be able to take feedbacks well. It might be a very bad feedback, but know that it always goes to build who you are as a person. Even the way you handle that feedback, even if you don't completely agree with it, but you can handle it in a way that is smarter, where it doesn't kill the atmosphere in the team. It still keeps everything professional and still fine. You need to know what are your triggers and manage them, of course. In a professional environment, a lot of things can happen, okay? A lot of things, not everything will always go your way. Some of the things will be the things that you are sensitive about, but you need to be emotionally intelligent to be able to dissociate yourself from those things and just stay professional, stay cordial, stay good to deal with in those circumstances. And also you need to be able to support other members of the team in what they do or what they're going through. Stress management is a good soft skill as well to have. Me personally, I'm lucky that I've always been in an environment that are usually stress-free, but it's not like that all the time. So you may have times where the environment itself is stressful, or maybe you might have stresses from other things, might be from home or whatever you're dealing with. You need to know how to deal with it in the work environment. You need to know how to remove those kind of bad thoughts or stress thoughts from the job that you're doing, from your career, from your goals as a professional. So that was the my message today. That was what I wanted to tell you today. Beyond the technical things that we do here, beyond all the configurations and all of that, we are going to be called to work in teams. We are going to be called to work with people of different backgrounds. It might be religious backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, racial backgrounds, all kind of statuses and people. You need to be able to deal in teams. Like I said, mostly in global companies, you need to be able to handle everything with professionalism and make sure that you are a good and valuable member of the team. That's all for today, guys. I'm going to look at the comments. If there is any question or anything, I'll be able to respond. And thank you for watching. If you like this, you need to like the video and also subscribe to the channel if you like to do tech stuff. If you like to see me in the labs or see me doing all these projects that I do on a daily basis. I usually come live every Sunday around this time. It's 3:28 now, the Denver time. So this is where I come live. And if you want to be with me next time, make sure you do it. Joel, I'll follow you everywhere. Thank you. Joel is saying that because he was in my French live as well. So now he's in on the English version of it. Thank you, Joel. Leadership, I appreciate enough this last point. Yep. Leadership is really good. Leadership is really important. And again, you don't have to be a manager to be a leader. You have just to be somebody who the team can rely on, and they can ask you to accomplish a certain task and you do it well. They can ask you to take care of junior people, you do it well as well. So all of that will be something that will help you in your career. And I think I'm going to end this by talking about what you can do to get to that point. What can you exactly put in place to make sure that you have all of this covered? You need to adjust your daily habits. First of all, for example, about communication. Communication doesn't start only in a corporate environment. It starts at home, for example. It starts in your family. Are you a good communicator? Or if you can communicate, what is preventing you from communicating? You need to think about it. Some people are shy people by nature, but don't let your shyness bring you down in the corporate environment. And don't let your shyness bring you down professionally. You need to go beyond that. You need to get over it. You need to think differently. I'm not a professional that can help you with that specifically, but you just need to know that what's going to happen if you say what you think. If you have a good idea in your head, why wouldn't you say it? Just say it. It's not going to hurt, of course, unless it's stupid. But yeah, like I said, sometimes it's about knowing what to say in the right time. When you feel like what I'm about to say is really not valuable, that's you. Sometimes you can also misjudge your thoughts the way they are. So you can try it out, but just be confident in the way you're dealing with others. Be confident in meetings. Be confident in what you want to say. If you have something that you think it's of value, show it. But if you think it's not, maybe you are not in the right place. But first of all, even about talking about the stress, the first rule to avoid stress is to be in the right place. You need to be in the position where you think you belong or where you should belong, depending on your skill set, your experience, and so on. If, let's say, you lied in your resume, for example, so now you are occupying these positions that are really not at your level, you are going to be stressed every day. And I hear that from a lot of people. Tech careers or tech jobs are stressful. I don't think that way. I think tech jobs are fine. As long as you know what you do, you will be okay. So you can build good daily habits by talking to people, by speaking in public, by giving and receiving feedbacks that will help you build that communication. You can use different type of resources like books. You can watch YouTube videos. I have a lot of YouTube channels actually that helped me deal with my speech, helped me deal with the way I interact with people. A lot of good channels out there. I don't know if I can have some of them, but there are a lot of channels that focused only on communication, how you should communicate, and also do whatever is necessary for you to develop these skills. You can look them up. You can go deep. Isaac is saying that you are such an amazing inspiration. Thank you so much, Isaac. I'm glad to hear that. And I'm also glad that you've been with us this Sunday. Be part of a group, of many groups. You can have groups online, on Discord, on LinkedIn posts. You need to interact. You need to engage people and all of that. It's going to help you develop all the skills that we talked about here. All right, guys. I think that's all for today. It's Sunday, my time. It's Sunday today. I'm about to head out and to do some of the cool stuff. Next Sunday, I'm going to come with more interesting things on the FortiGate 200G that I have next to me here. But today, I hope you saw value in this video. I hope it's going to help you in your career because it's about growing together and advancing what we do. So, all right. Hi to everybody that was in the chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. I have some good comments on Facebook. That's really good. Thank you so much. I'm glad to share my experience. Thank you, Patient Fenton. Thank you, Engineer Corneille. And my friend Dadino. Hi to you from Angola. Thank you, guys. And that was it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye.